It's Sunday, August 23rd here at the West End Gun Club. It's almost 0600 and I'm here to set up for the NRL22 match. We had a low amount of signups. It's only 7 people, including myself. Right now, there's the NRL22 Championships going on and in Tennessee, so I know there's a couple people who are attending that who would be at this match. I think a couple events have been just sort of conflicting with this weekend, and I think some people have been skipping due to the whole COVID-19 coronavirus issue, because I know people are, have other health issues that they have to be concerned about, so they've been skipping matches. So I was thinking about canceling the match, but I knew we canceled last month's match, and I figured I should just hold it regardless and just let people shoot who want to shoot this, because I know there's very slim pickings as far as NRL22 venues in SoCal. This is probably the only one other than the one in Ridgecrest. So just going to hold it anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and get set up and then get everything prepped and wait till people arrive.
They said, don't fall, don't forget all the things you've been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run, don't turn left or turn right or look straight at the sun. My mind's going in circles, I'm trying to fight it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Gone to the place where all this began. Just start again. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn.
It only took me about 40 minutes to get everything out of the Conus container and get all the targets set up by myself, which is pretty good, you know, all things considering, to get all the gear into the back of the truck and then over here and then set up targets. But it helps when I do pre-prep and lay out where I'm going to put all the targets and whatnot in each stage on this range. And I know I painted them, and the paint held up okay over 2 weeks, but I painted the spots where I needed the targets to be at. So I just went out there, plopped everything down based on my clipboard, and I just quickly, you know, allocated all the target hangers and the targets appropriately. So everything's set up, and I'm going to set up the actual props, which isn't too much this month. The only difference is from when I did my practice run is I got this tank trap bracket from Big Dog Steel. I basically had that tank trap with 2 bolts running through it, and it's just like collapsible. The problem is the way I set that up, I use only 5-foot segments, and so assuming you put the bracket or the connections at the middle, you only have 2.5 feet on the leg and then the head of it. So it makes this stage of fire for this month, or on this course of fire for the tank trap stage, makes it very difficult to shoot on that small target tank trap. And so I went ahead and got I got another set of 8-foot 4x4s, and I'm going to use that straight up with this bracket. I thought about doing like a 6-footer, but that didn't seem like too much of a difference from a 5-foot. 7-foot might be okay, but I just said, you know what, I'm not going to waste time cutting these 4x4s to 7-footers. I'll leave it at 8-foot right now, and then we'll just use this bracket. So I set it up in the garage yesterday because I drilled bolts or holes in the 4x4 for the bolts to just pin the bracket in place. But it should run okay, but we're just going to set this up. It looked kind of hokey when I was putting all that together. Ideally, you would just keep this permanently fixed at your range, but I just can't leave I can't leave this tank trap here, at least. I guess I could theoretically, but I'd rather just store it away. So it's just nice to be able to I use bolts. They're just like halfway drilled through, just as pins to prevent this from sliding while you're on the tank trap. So I can just pull the bolts out real quick and then sort of just finagle the legs off, and then I can put the 4x4s back into the Conus container. Not as this fully assembled. I don't know. Theoretically, I guess I could just leave this out here, but people do stupid things at the range. People might shoot at it for some reason. They'll just drag it and shoot at it, like, you know, when there's no one around. Or we have trespassers who may try to just take it for some stupid reason. Who knows? But I'd rather just secure it, just for now. The bracket's like I think it was $69 shipped from Big Dog Steel. So it's not cheap, but it ain't expensive at the same time. So anyway, this is the tank trap. It seems pretty stable, the way it's set up. So we'll see how it goes today. I'll try to orient this a little bit because I think I understand how I need to set up the legs at least so people can actually shoot this stage of fire during the match. Then we got this tire.
Impact.
Every day we escape, losing all of our faith. We can't live this way. We slowly fade away.
Impact.
We slowly fade away.
Impact. 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 Alright, shooter, stand quick fire. Get ready. Spotter ready. Stand by. Impact.
Every time I divide all the fractions of my mind, take away all the pain, give myself another day. Give myself another day. Every day I decide if we'll ever see the sign. I ignore all the lines showing me eternal light. Showing me eternal
Time's 11 o'clock. We actually finished the match right around 10. There were only 6 shooters shooting. The 7th shooter backed out because he had some kind of physical issues, and he didn't realize all the he couldn't get into some of the positions. So we stuck around just to observe and sort of take some notes, and then kind of get an idea of how it's all going to work. And I think he's going to stick. He might come out for the next one once he tries to reconfigure his rifle to make sure that he can get into the gun and get behind the gun without any issues, because I think he didn't set up his scope correctly, so he's probably having some cheek weld issues and whatnot. I didn't set up the camera for the reading off the scores, but I shot the top score for this match. Only shot a 400, so not all that great. And then I forgot to set up the camera for the 5th stage that we shot in my squad. It's 11 o'clock right now. We ended at 10, but I stuck around for some extra time because while we had the targets set up, I said, hey, all you new shooters here, because we had we had 3 for sure, well 4 totally new shooters who had not shot NRL22 before. So I said, hey, you know what, I'm going to stick around for some extra time. If you want, the targets are set up, go ahead and just shoot on these targets if you aren't going to leave right now, because we ended the match, people who wanted to go can leave, but I said, hey, if you want some practice just to try out some of these targets in the stages, go ahead and go at it. So a couple guys stuck around, so that's why I'm staying here a little bit longer than the match ended, just so people have the opportunity to shoot. Anyway, everyone's gone right now, so I'm going to go ahead and clean up, try to get everything gathered in. I'm going to drive my truck out there like I did this morning and just pick up all the targets, and then set everything in the Connex container and get out of here and get something to eat. But let's get to it. Pulled out of the range already, turned in all my paperwork for the match. Going home. Again, just to summarize, 6 shooters overall. I scored high open or high top score. A newer shooter, Ryan Ishida, scored top base class. Again, low amount of attendees this week. Nationals are going on this weekend. I think there were a couple events conflicting with this as well that for other locations. And I think some people just decided to not come out when it's hot, and you know, the whole coronavirus COVID-19 situation too. So a lot of things impacting this weekend. But again, I didn't want to cancel the match. I know a lot of people or new shooters wanted to try out this match, the NRL22, because they never shot it before. So I figured, hey, you know what? Even if I don't have the match, I'm going to be at the range anyway, so I may as well just hold the match. So that's why I did it. So hopefully, I'm pretty sure people got some good information out of it, the newer shooters, and it was a positive experience. So glad we had it. Anyway, that's it for today, Sunday, August 23rd. Leaving the West End Gun Club. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next range vlog. Got all your gear?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guiding me through the course.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
No problem.